Donald Trump confirmed that he would declare a national emergency and use the military to round up migrants when he takes office next year, while Republicans tried to cover up a bipartisan ethics report about the sex trafficking allegations against Trump's Attorney General nominee, Matt Gaetz. For more on this, it's time for a closer look. It's been 2 weeks since the election, but votes are still being counted across the country, especially in California. I don't know why it takes California so long to count votes, and I hate cheap stereotypes, but I like to imagine it's because they're all wearing rollerblades and smoking weed. So they're either, losing count or just rolling away from the table. 98, 99, oh no, my blades. Nonetheless, they're still counting votes, and Trump's already thin popular vote margin is getting even smaller.
What do Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump have in common? The answer: their popular vote victories are really similar. In fact, as of right now, it looks like Hillary Clinton's popular vote victory in 2016 is bigger than Donald Trump's popular vote victory in 2024. Look, his popular vote margin shrinking.
Yeah, the case that Trump's mandate isn't all that. Look, if you look historically speaking, Donald Trump is now under 50% in the national popular vote. Compare his popular vote victory to those historically speaking over the last 200 years. His popular vote victory ranks 44th. Out of 51. That ain't exactly strong. In fact, his popular vote win at this point is the weakest, going all the way back. You have to go all the way back to 2000 to find a weaker one, a smaller popular vote victory than Donald Trump currently has.
So Trump's popular vote margin is now smaller than Hillary Clinton's. I hope Bill was smart enough to get up early and cut that story out of the newspaper.
I don't know, babe. It showed up like that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go take up jogging again.
And yet, Trump won and Hillary lost. It's a cool system we have. Oh no. Oh no, I'm doing the Hillary laugh now. Oh God. Oh, soon they're gonna find me wandering through the woods. The point is, Trump got less than 50% of the vote. And look, that doesn't change anything, and he won fair and square, but I'm looking for small victories wherever I can get them. I'm so desperate for positive outcomes, I'm following school board races in Kentucky. Good news, honey. Clayton P. Branscombe III just lost the Shelbyville School Board, 2nd District. Raced by 5 votes. Why do I care? I don't know, honey, because Branscombe wanted to ban Stuart Little because he said it was ungodly for a mouse to drive a car. And if he's coming for Stuart Little, he's gonna come for Mouse on the motorcycle. Honey. And it's not just Trump's margin that's small. House Republicans also won one of the smallest majorities in modern history, which means there's an opening for an effective, organized opposition to make life difficult for them. Trump's gonna try to do unpopular things, and he's going to try to ram them through with a very tight majority. We can't roll over and make it easy for them. Republicans are trying to cow everyone into standing down by claiming they have a sweeping mandate to do whatever they want.
I think what the American people have believe and what they've delivered with the mandate in this election is a demand that we shake up the status quo.
What I understand from President Trump is he was elected to turn this place upside down.
No, he just looks like he did his glam upside down. Trump was not elected to turn things upside down. He's not the quirky new English teacher at an all-male boarding school. If Trump ever tells you to stand on your desk, it's just so he doesn't have to bend over to punch you in the nuts. You see these moves? That's not a dance. That's nut punching practice. That's what he's gonna do the first time someone gives him bad news. Mr. President, your immigration bill failed in the House. All right, come stand over here on the desk. Carpe diem, that's Latin for cover your nuts. As misguided as I believe it was, Trump was elected to make things better, not to burn it all down. You guys talk about government like it's a house flipping show where you only do the demolition but not the renovating. All right, we're gonna rip out this bathroom, pull up this carpet, knock this wall down with a sledgehammer, and then you're never gonna see us again. But Trump's already pouncing on the subservience of Republicans and acting like he's been elected king. Just today, he shared a post from an ally who wrote, "Reports are that the incoming Trump administration prepared to declare a national emergency and will use military assets to reverse the Biden invasion through a mass deportation program." Trump added, "True." But as crazy as that post is, even crazier is when Trump wrote it. 4:03 a.m. If you're up at 4 a.m. and you don't have a newborn, what the is wrong with you? Also, if you think Donald Trump was ever up with a newborn at 4 a.m., what the is wrong with you? Can you imagine? Honey, I think Don Jr.'s up again, but don't worry, I'm on it. Do you think can you imagine this? Why are you posting on social media at 4 in the morning? Did you get night sweats from all that McDonald's you ate? The only 4 a.m. social media post that makes sense after Airplane McDonald's has been on toilet for 3 hours, absolutely wrecking it, ran out of TP, and no one's awake. Help. Also, I don't want to get distracted, but this picture really is such a perfect encapsulation of the Trump presidency. The president-elect hanging out with the Speaker of the House and the richest man alive and an anti-science crank on a private plane. Also, I love that they essentially hazed RFK Jr., who rails against processed food and is called fast food poison, by not only making him eat McDonald's, but forcing him to take a picture while doing it. I mean, look at that face. You know that's McDonald's because that right there is a grimace. But the hazing, and I'm sad to say, the hazing didn't stop there. After this, Trump made everyone do shots, but RFK Jr.'s was the measles vaccine. And now Trump is hazing the rest of the GOP the same way. He's hazing RFK Jr. by making them swallow a bunch of deeply unpopular and grotesquely unqualified cabinet picks that even they hate, like his nominee for Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, who was once flagged as a possible insider threat by a fellow service member and who paid off a woman who accused him of sexual assault while denying the charges. Oh my God, that's the most exciting thing that ever happened. Go back, Wally. You guys, go back and show everybody what happened. A blank card. Didn't take long for Trump to get to you, Wally. Didn't take long. Didn't even wait to get sworn in, old Wally. Oh, right away, Mr. Trump, whatever you need.
All right, I'm sorry. It was a long weekend, okay?
It's a long weekend. Oh, I had to do SNL, too. All right, I'm going to go back, but it's really nice. We're going to, in this crazy new era we're living in, we're going to enjoy everything that goes wrong. Fellow service member who paid off a woman who accused him of sexual assault while denying the charges, or Matt Gaetz, who has been accused of sex trafficking a minor and obstruction of justice. Gaetz was never charged and denies the allegations, but he faced an investigation by the Ethics Committee, which was coincidentally just about to release a highly damaging report about his conduct before he abruptly resigned from the House. But don't take it from me, take it from the Democrats, who are outraged and indignant at this grotesque corruption. Their outrage is palpable. Just listen to the anger in their voices.
The timing of Mr. Gaetz' resignation from the House raises serious questions about the contents of the House Ethics Committee report. We cannot allow this valuable information from a bipartisan investigation to be hidden from the American people.
Buddy, if you're trying to warn us about an imminent danger, then why are you so boring? That's like having a smoke detector that makes rainforest sounds. Do you know what Republicans would be saying right now if Democrats were trying to cover up a report about sex trafficking allegations over a minor? The breaking news banner on Fox would be so long you wouldn't be able to see Sean Hannity screaming behind it. The cover-up is glaring. It's right in our faces. They're being super obvious about it. Within 2 days, the Speaker of the House went from saying it's not his job to get in the middle of an ethics committee report to saying he would insist the report stay hidden after he met with Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago.
As far as the timing of a release of a report or something, I don't know. The Speaker of the House is not involved in that, can't be involved in that.
I'm going to strongly request the Ethics Committee not to issue the report, because that is not the way we do things in the House.
Either Trump is a psycho who threatened Johnson, or he's an Olympic-level hypnotist. You're getting very sleepy, Mike, and I'll be honest, so am I. We're both pretty sleepy. You because I'm hypnotizing you, and me because I was up at 4 a.m. tweeting about deportations. In fairness, Mike Johnson is a devout Christian and a man of faith, and he's probably taking his guidance from the famous Bible verse we all know and love that says, "Thou shalt cover up allegations of sex trafficking if it gets in the way of tax cuts for the wealthy. Now, who wants McDonald's? We're going to eat it on Jesus' private plane." By the way, that's that Bible with that super big font. Real big. By the way, one way to tell us how bad the report is by telling us we can't see the report. If your girlfriend asks to see your last text you sent to your ex, and your answer is, "There's nothing to see, and to prove it, I'm gonna smash my phone to pieces with a hammer," that's not gonna be the end of that conversation. So Howard Trump's goons gonna ram through these unpopular cabinet picks by threatening fellow Republicans.
What if Senate Republicans don't confirm him? Well, then they have to deal with Donald Trump, and they'll have to deal with Elon Musk and his great new pack.
And Marjorie's threats, much like this A-team's bellies, are not empty because Donald Trump doesn't just hate Democrats, he also hates every Republican who stands in his way. You think he's ever going to listen to Mike Johnson? Mike Johnson couldn't be more replaceable. He's buy one, get one free at the Dweeb Warehouse. But this is our near future, the most mob-coded bully you could imagine. Hey, Mike, we hear there's a report about our friend Matt. In a perfect world, nobody ever sees it. And if they do, well, there's no easy way to say this. We call our friend Bobby, and you sleep with the bears. We put your body in Central Park, we make it look like a bike accident. This is Trump's second term. In a nutshell, the richest man in the world scheming with the soon-to-be most powerful man in the world to cover up alleged sex crimes and ram through their unqualified henchmen. It's about power and corruption. They'll threaten and bully anyone who gets in their way, even though most Americans don't want this. If you get in Trump's way, they'll attack you or force you to eat poison or dunk your head in the toilet by holding you
upside down.
This has been A Closer Look. Hey guys.